This short video is going to show the Pebeo Fantasy range of paints, the Prisme, the Moon, and the Prisme and the Moon together to show how they react. I've stirred up the paints and I'm going to add them to each little square, and then I'll put the video onto time-lapse so you can see the effects develop over time. The effects develop over probably an hour or so, and so what you see at the beginning isn't the final effect. I'm going to put the prism, or Prisme, I'm not sure quite how you say it, into each little square. The squares I've made with the outlining paint, the Pebeo outlining paint for the glass paints. And that's the prism. Very important to give these a quick, keep stirring them. The active ingredient does settle out. Oh, I spilled a bit. I do absolutely love these paints. I love the randomness of how they react together and on their own. Well, on this square I'm going to do probably half and half. So I shall start off with the moon. And then add the prism, or Prisme. Right, I'm now going to set the video to time lapse, and you'll be able to see how the effects develop. Catch up with you soon. Okay, this is the time lapse. The fastest reaction is in the prism and the moon. As you can see, the moon is overtaking the prism. On the left hand square on the prism, you can see that the prism cells are starting to form. There's a little bit of the moon is actually leaching across into the which is actually interfering with the effect of the prism forming, and the moon is sort of like giving like a hammered finish, and the laciness of the moon on the prism. This is a detail of the prism square. As you can see, the little cells are formed. On the right hand side you can see where the moon is leached across and created like a little lacy pattern and interfered with the prism pattern forming, but it's given quite an interesting effect. And now we're moving on to the moon square, which is given a sort of a pitted, swirly, metallic an effect, which is a bit like the surface of the moon. And finally the prism and the moon, as you can see, there's a lacy effect caused by the moon over the prism, but the moon is actually really overtaken all the prism. So it is quite an interesting effect, a very nice lacy type pattern.